Right, each year we run a TeamTank Awards. This will be the third year in a row that we've actually ran it. So in this video what I'm going to do is run through what each one of these awards are and who won them. Right, so the first one is where we would normally call this, the last couple of years we've called this the Inspiration Award. But this year we've changed the name of it. So we changed the name of it to the Hughie Graham Inspiration Award, and the reason why we've changed it to that name, and it sounds a bit morbid when you actually say it, but Hughie Graham is in his early 70s and he comes to my classes. He started coming to Bootcamp, which is a really hard class. He comes to my circuit classes and he was the original winner of the very first Inspiration Award that I ever did. And when I said it sounds a bit morbid, because normally when you get trophies and things named after folk, they always wait till they're dead. Right, so one of the things I wanted to do is actually rename this trophy while Hugh is still around, which I'm sure he's going to still be around for a very long time. So the first award is going to be renamed and it always will be called Hugh Graham Inspiration Award. Right, so with the naming of it aside, the Inspiration Award is going to be, the reason why someone would get this would be multiple reasons. It could be, the age could be a factor, it's not always, it wasn't last year. But it's always someone who I kind of look to as inspiration as to what I think they're doing is quite remarkable. So it could be like how they help others, it could be leading by example, it could be a numerous, like, think of the word inspiration and let it lead on to all the multiple reasons why someone could win this. And this year that award is going to be given the TeamTank Gym Gran. Her name is Maggie Martin. Maggie is 63 and this year she's went through a radical transformation, not only physically but mentally, and how she carries herself. No excuses, no, like, again, she goes to my boot camps, she's lost I think over 3 stone in weight this year, and right up until, which I think Maggie's 63 now, and right up until this year, I hope she doesn't mind me saying, but she's like, was severely overweight, loads of injuries, always had something going on. And then this year we've kind of been working together. She's coming to boot camp, she's always given her all. She's coming into the gym, she's deadlifting 70, probably 80 kilos by this point. So it's one of these ones where, like, this has been one of the awards, like, these awards have been hard to choose this year, but one of these awards where this wasn't even a thought. Like, there's no one else that's inspiring everybody around them more than Maggie. She's a continual source of positivity. She's always pushing everybody else on. She's always got a smile on her face, even although she's at death's door when she's in boot camp and stuff, and she's absolutely given her all. She's been absolutely phenomenal this year, and I'm pretty sure through the course of this year and next year people are going to see and hear a lot more of Maggie, because as I said, she's a continual source of inspiration. Right, so the second award is what we call the Most Dedicated Award, and again, it is what it sounds like, it's the most dedicated person. And this was a pretty hard one to choose, because I have got a lot of dedicated people that come to my classes, that come to me for personal training, that again are always giving their all with everything I do, because they know what I'm like. But this year I have had a lot of people that basically do come to everything I do. So every one of my TeamTank boxing classes, my circuit classes, bootcamp classes, my gym programs, like, they do everything. And so a lot of people might just think this sounds like the biggest brown nose, but it's not, because I don't really deal with anybody like that. And if I did, I actually do make a conscious decision not to give them an award, if that makes sense. If someone kind of hints and stuff like that, it's just an absolute no-no for me. Like, trust me, I can always see hard work and dedication when I see it. I don't need to be told that someone's dedicated, and trust me, I notice it. So the decision of who was going to win this award was pretty straightforward in the end up, and the winner of this award is Gillian Kerr. Now, people who watch this or know of the bootcamp classes and stuff knows that Gillian's won the Bootcamp of the Year 2 years in a row, and that was one of the many reasons, because she is one of the most dedicated individuals that come to everything that I do. So Gillian has literally came to, I think, every single class and every single thing that I've did this year. She comes to boxing classes every Tuesday night. She actually has been doing doublers every Sunday. I've started a Friday one just recently. She's coming to them. If I put on an extra circuit class, she's there. If I put on a circuit class on a Wednesday, she's there. The boot camp on a Thursday morning, she's there. The boot camp on a Wednesday night, she's there. So when you're and she goes to the gym. So when you're kind of saying all that out loud, there's kind of no one else that does that. Not through choice, obviously other people have things that they might have to do and stuff, but it's not only that Gillian just turns up, it's Gillian always turns up and performs. She always does her best, and that's all I ever ask of anybody. It's just, if you're going to come, just come and dedicate yourself. I'm very aware that if you've been doing a lot, as Gillian does, that you can't physically give your absolute 100% most every time, but she pretty damn comes close to doing so. So again, the most dedicated award this year. Quite an easy picking in the end, but Gillian Kerr wins the award. Right, so the next award is the first one for the TeamTank boxing classes. Let me just say right for the outset, and you'll probably hear me saying this a couple of times in this video, but the TeamTank boxing awards have been a nightmare. An absolute nightmare to decide on, to the point where I was absolutely swayed up until making this video. But the TeamTank Boxing Best Pair Award, the TeamTank Boxing classes works in pairs in terms of it's all pad work, so someone's always holding the pads and someone's always punching and vice versa. And for what I look for in that class is like people that are able to push each other, people that are able to work in sync with each other. As I said, people that obviously try really hard as well, people that have good technique, people that just do tick all the boxes essentially. And it's not been an easy one. You've got pairs that stand out like Lauren and Steph, you've got Kaz and Heather. I mean, I'm not going to sit and name everybody because I could literally sit and rhyme off tons of folk that are really good pairs that you could just sit and watch. And the people that see my videos and my classes and stuff like that on Instagram, if you follow me, you'll kind of see that some folk are just phenomenal. But the best pair in the end up, again, to me, was a pretty straightforward one in the end up. So the winner of the TeamTank Boxing Best Pair is Gemma Barr and Steph Barr. So Steph Barr and Gemma Barr are both in-laws, but they're an absolute joy to watch. They are an absolute joy to watch. They're always laughing, which I love to see, but not at the expense of not training hard. They're always training really well, they're always smiling, they're always pushing each other on, and they take it really seriously. I mean, it's not often where you could do a 1-2, slip straight, hook, roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, roll, 1, 2, and they'll just do it. It is quite a remarkable skill for people just to perform the way that the two of them perform. And as I said, there is a few others that are absolutely sensational, but those two in particular, they're always there again. They're always consistent, they're always smiling, they're always pushing, and again, they're an absolute joy to watch. And I really hope that obviously they keep coming and they keep on bringing that to the class, because as I say, I love watching it. And as I said, I'm pretty sure everybody else, when I say these two who come to the class at 11 o'clock on a Sunday, will completely agree that the two of them are absolute standouts in the sense of how they work as a pair. So again, the winner of the TeamTank Boxing Best Pair is Steph Barr and Gemma Barr. Right, so the next award is the Bootcamp Rising Star. In the past we've called this the Most Improved, but I've took the Most Improved out of the awards this year for both Bootcamp and for the TeamTank Boxing class. And the reason being, I think the Most Improved makes it sound like you're shite when it's not what it means. So the Rising Star Award would be someone that's really caught my eye. So it could be someone that's greatly improved, or someone who's maybe just like, I don't know, got much fitter and stuff like that. And just someone who's just like improved in all senses overall. I think that's what I'm kind of trying to say, like someone who's just coming in, getting the work done, that kind of thing. So I was kind of torn again with the Bootcamp Rising Star, because there's some people who might have been on like a level down here and are gone there. There's some people who's been a level there and have went there. And the award this year, it's actually been someone who was new to the class this year, because I have a pretty familiar group of people who come to everything I do. I'm quite close with a lot of the folk, and this is why picking the awards is also so hard, because I'm quite close to them. And the winner of the Bootcamp Rising Star Award this year goes to Sophie White. Now Sophie, as I said, Sophie was new to the classes this year, but right for the word go, she just came in and it's literally head down and works horrendously hard. It's like what I said before, it's really, really good to watch. She kind of just comes in, she's not bothered, she just comes in to do her work, and then she goes. And she's also like bringing some other folk into the class. And another thing I would really say is that to Sophie is like your hard work has not just been noticed by me. Sophie was also second in the Bootcamper of the Year as well, which I'll go into a wee bit later on. So everyone else in the class has also seen how hard Sophie works, which makes this award for me a wee bit easier to decide on, because people are seeing what I'm seeing, which is absolutely, it always takes a wee bit of stress off me when that is the case. But I think, I can't wait to see Sophie's journey over the next year or so. I think the way she's totally changed in a physical sense, because she looks radically different from when I first seen her. She's interacted a lot more, she's getting familiar with everybody, and I mean that's the stuff that I love to see. And again, she's motivating everybody else, because when you're training with someone like Sophie, you can't help but be looking at them and being like, right, that lassie's really knocking her pan in. And then like she's driving others on. She's also been coming to a lot of the classes a bit like Gillian. She's like just kind of took it in, came to the gym, sticking to a programme, going to the classes, getting her work done, and she's really got the head down and she seems really focused lately. So again, the winner of the Bootcamp Rising Star Award goes to Sophie White, and I can't wait to see that she's Rising Star now, but in the next year or so I can't wait to see where she goes. Right, so the next one is the TeamTank Boxing Rising Star. Now, out of all the awards that I'm going to say in this video, the TeamTank Boxing Rising Star was by far the hardest one to choose, and I absolutely failed making a short list, because I started making a short list to make this easier on myself. So I was like writing like, so like if you said Rebecca Sanderson, and then you'd be like Leslie Graham, Leslie Smith, and I just started working with Linda, blah blah blah, every single person you started. Now I ended up clicking on to the TeamTank Boxing Rising Star was just a list of everybody that went to my class. So again, just like the one before, the Rising Star was again the person that's most improved, but not necessarily. It could be the person, as I said, like that they're good at holding the pads, they're good at the punching, they're taking instruction really well, and you can visibly see that they're trying to learn. But again, I've just described everybody in my class. So with this one, as I said, I've literally changed my mind. I would say, in a genuine sense, about 7 different people. And it's one of these things where I wanted to have a second and a third place and all those kind of things, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down that hole because it's not fair. And the awards have to have some meaning. So this was not an easy one, but I think I definitely decided on the right person, especially watching very closely the last couple of months. And the TeamTank Boxing Rising Star Award will go to Amy Gordon. And now Amy, just like as I said with like previous others, is extremely positive in the class. She's absolutely brilliant to partner up with every time I've seen her with someone. So when you're partnering up with someone and you're on the pad, she's really good at motivating, trying to fix them, but also like in her own boxing sense, all her technique and the way she's throwing her punches and what she's given into the class, again, has been an absolute treasure to watch. It really, really has been. Watching people improve is like one of the biggest, in fact it isn't one of the biggest, it is the main reason why I kind of do what I do. When you watch people maybe starting for a certain level there, and you just see them climbing and climbing, and you see their confidence growing and growing, and you just see how they're interacting with people and how much they enjoy the class. And I think Amy, for the people that come to the Tuesday night class, and she comes to some Sundays as well, will always know that Amy's always smiling. She's always, again, she's just always performing. Again, you could say a big long combination to her, and she's just going to be like, she'll just do it no bother, and she takes it in really well. There's always that wee bit of second guess in there, but I think I really can see every single time that I've looked over when I shout a big massive combination, the amount of times I've actually went over to Amy and just said to her, you're on the ball. I was like, she is literally on the ball, and when she's firing, she's firing. And to be honest with you, I think over the next year or something, she'll be really fighting out for that, the TeamTank Best Boxer Award, like, because, as I say, technique-wise, she's just getting better every time. She's getting more confident every time. She's becoming a better coach every time when she's holding those pads. So, again, I think it's a great choice for the Rising Star Award for the TeamTank Boxing. So again, big well done, Amy Gordon. Right, so the next award is the Bootcamper of the Year. Now, in terms of football, You always get a Players Player of the Year, a Player of the Year. So the Player of the Year would normally be the person that the manager picks, and the Players Player of the Year is the person that normally the players would pick, like your peers, the people that you're training with and fighting alongside and all this stuff, that they think that you're the one who gives their all. So the Bootcamper's Bootcamper of the Year, I always stated to everybody who came and cast a vote that you're not picking the fittest person in the class, you're not picking the person that looks the best in the class. It's always, who do you think, for their level of fitness and for what they can do you think gives their absolute all when they come to boot camp? And anybody knows the boot camp class is horrendously hard, and it's an amazing environment to train in as well, because everybody in there trains horrendously hard. There was many votes cast, there was different people there, and all of them was warranted. All of the awards were totally warranted, all the votes were warranted for everybody who got a vote. But in the end up, this one's out of my hands, so I don't have any say in the matter, I just write the votes. And it was pretty close up until a point, and this person pulled away, I think, with about 4 clear votes in the end. And the winner of the Bootcamper's Bootcamp of the Year is Ali. Now, Ali is kind of known by me and by others as the machine. If you ever see her train, it literally is near-death experiences. She's absolutely given her all every single time. She does everything full pelt, to the point where when we're wearing our My Zone belt trackers, when you're tracking the heart rate and stuff, predominantly she's like at maximum, and then when we take her rest, she's almost like dying. I would actually say she's actually dying. Also phenomenal in the boxing classes, but this isn't what this is. If anybody ever sees her on my Instagram videos and stuff like that, you'll kind of know who Ali is. It's the one that looks like she's just going full pelt all the time. So again, there's not much to really say about this award. This is the one that everybody else voted in the class. So the Bootcamper's Bootcamper of the Year award goes to Ali, and I can't say I agree anymore. So the next award, we're into the top 2 awards now. We're into the last 2, the biggest awards that there is. Well, it depends on how you view the awards, but like to me, these are the 2 best ones, right? So you've got the TeamTank Boxing Best Boxer Award, which last year was the first year that that had been won by Fiona. And this year again, it's not been easy. I did make a shortlist for this, and there was 4 clear people to me, and it was a very, very difficult one. But once that I kind of made up my mind on it, been watching folk again like a hawk, as you can imagine, and it was quite straightforward and end up. The TeamTank Boxing Best Boxer Award it says Best Boxer, but again, you're looking for a person who's also pushing themselves. Brilliant technically is what I really look for. Technically, when you look at them, you go like, God, that person clearly knows what they're doing when they're boxing. Also a really good partner, good technique, motivational, motivated, and this person just fills every one of fills that bracket, no bother. Every single thing I just said there, like, overachieves by far and away. And I know the person that won this award as well has got a lot of admirers in the sense of how they perform in the class. So the TeamTank Boxing Award for the best boxer this year goes to Lorne Kenny. Now, if anybody watches my videos, I kind of saw it when I was watching back in a lot of my videos, say on Instagram, on my vlogs and that in the past, when I do some filming with the classes and stuff, that Lorne has a wee bit of bias, and I didn't really notice it until someone pointed it out and somebody said to me, "Who's that lassie that's always in your videos?" And they'll always see Lorne. Now Lorne is one of these ones, she's a big southpaw, big rangy southpaw, and she's got an absolutely tremendous style. Very different for the winner last year, Fiona, again, who was right up there again this year, along with some others which I don't really want to go into. I'll probably speak to the folk individual who were up there for the awards, but but Lorne Kenny, just to watch on the pads and see her taking the pads and how she performs in the class is just an absolute phenomenon. She's never boxed a day in her life up until the classes, but you wouldn't imagine it. If you saw her boxing and stuff, you would think that she's had many fights. You'd think that she'd been boxing for years. I mean, I've been in boxing like 20 years, whether it's competing or training and stuff like that, but she really is dynamite, and I'd love to actually see her box in the ring, but I don't think that's going to happen. But no, the TeamTank Boxing Best Boxer goes to Lorne Kenny, and to be honest with you, by far and away, I think it's been an absolute standout this year, so well done, Lorne. Right, so the ultimate award, the one that everyone probably wants. Again, that might depend on if you're more into the boxing, you would hold that a bit more closer to your heart. But the next award is the Bootcamper of the Year. Now, for the last couple of years, Gillian Kerr has won the Bootcamper of the Year award, and this year we have a new champion. So the Bootcamper of the Year this year I took extremely seriously. So every single week from the start of the year, and I mean every week, I have scored every single bootcamp. So I would always have like the top 3 people in the class. The person who performed the best, in my opinion, to their ability, got 3 points, the second person 2 points, and then third person 1 point. And I did that every single bootcamp without fail, didn't miss one. So what do you look for? Again, just like I said with the Bootcamper of the Year, that was my kind of thing. The person that gives the absolute most in the class based on their capabilities. And if anybody who's ever been to my bootcamps or looked into the bootcamps, you can always see that everybody fits that criteria. Everybody absolutely gives their all. Everybody, it's just an amazing class in that sense, where people are absolutely just dynamite and going for it all the time. I mean, when I ended up like tallying up the points over the last couple of weeks, this person kind of won it out of the park. So the Bootcamper of the Year for me is the one that I've scored. It's the person who I've kind of noticed all year, and it's totally warranted. When I was doing the shortlist and I was tallying everybody's points up, I think there was 34 different names. So everybody has been kind of noted, and it was really interesting kind of counting up where at different points of the year some people were scoring more and some people were there, and then some people disappeared and then they came back, and the points were a wee bit all over the place for a while. But in the end up, there was a clear winner, and the winner of the Bootcamper of the Year, the top prize to a lot of people, is Ali. And again, it's the first time ever that someone has ever won that has won 2 awards. But I think she absolutely deserves it. I really do think she absolutely deserves it. I think it's a really clear thing where everybody in the class has clearly seen what I've seen, because she won the Bootcamper of the Year clearly in the end. She's won this from me clearly in the end. So the people in the class are seeing what I'm seeing, and I think Ali can take every confidence from this. She's radically changed her physique over the last year and a half or so. She's just, like, again, she inspires me. She doesn't know this, but when I watch her train, I just think, like, I can't moan. She's an absolute phenomenon. She's amazing. Like, honestly, the woman just, you don't see her half-assing anything, which I think is just, again, remarkable. She's just absolutely brilliant to watch in the class. She just gives it her all, and again, I can't wait to see over the course of the next year where Ali kind of goes with this. As I'm saying, she motivates everybody around her. She's just an absolute beast, and there's a reason why I call her the machine, because she is a machine. So the winner of the 2019 Bootcamper of the Year and Bootcamper of the Year is Ali. So again, Ali, well done, and I really hope that this year coming forward that you just take that and you run with it and just keep leading by example. So there we go, there's the TeamTank Awards for 2019. The one thing I really always worry about is that there's so many people that go and give their absolute all in my classes, and when they're doing training with me and stuff like that, and I wouldn't like them to think for 1 second that that's not been noted, and I want them to really try and understand how difficult a decision that these are. I mean, it's a sleepless night kind of thing when you're trying to give these out, because there's so many people, as I say, that I'm close to. There's so many people that I would class as my friends, and they're not getting one. Right? So it's one of these ones, as I said, I hope everyone understands. I hope everyone is more than happy for everyone else who's won one, which I've got a great bunch of people who I'm pretty sure will be absolutely supportive of everybody else who won an award. So 2019 TeamTank Awards are done. I want to thank everybody for continually coming along and supporting me and supporting my classes and supporting all my endeavours, and also for putting up with my shite patter and the dog's abuse that I give them week in, week out. And hopefully you'll all continue on. Hopefully I see a lot of new faces, and hopefully everyone who comes to the classes encourages a lot of new faces to come and tell everybody how inclusive and how beneficial all these classes and all these things that I do are for everybody. So again, if everybody's watching this, thanks for watching, and for everybody who won an award and everybody who comes to the classes, like, seriously well done, and thank you very much.